Ooh, a salami sandwich. Oh, salami, what a wonderful meat. You know, Etho, if you remember from a stream like maybe a year ago, basically, he went through his whole like salami regiment on how he makes a salami sandwich. Etho's so endearing. His little salami sandwich. So funny. Anyway, let's take a quick... Oh, I forgot about this. My bed was seized by the permit office. Yes. Seized by the permit office. Please find Blackstone permit. Yeah, well, you take a look through my chest monster. Or my chest friend, we call him now. So I was watching Cub when he went around the server and removed everyone's beds. Now, his chat deemed these beds here to not be a bed, but to be a couch. And I agree. These are couches. You sleep on these, you're going to get a creak in your neck and you're not going to be a happy camper. What is actually a bed, and that he completely forgot, was my actual bed. Good night's sleep in my train car. Nice one, Cub. Apparently Cub hasn't figured out how to traverse the ladder. We still have not figured out why that went from 3D to 2D. Still wondering why that is 2D. Very 2D. Very sad. Very 2D. But welcome to the stream, guys. It's been quite a while since we've been back into wonderful worlds of Hermitcraft. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that view. Much joy comes from this view. You know, in Hermitcraft, right? So when you look at the broader season of Hermitcraft, there's the start of the season. Everything is kind of new and fresh, and usually the builds are small and complete. And then there's this phase that quickly transitions.
372 cheered Dex 300. Typical Scar has a bed in a deadly area without elytra since there is no ender chest.
There is no ender chest. I have been in a death loop from this build before. Mumbo witnessed it. What was I saying? Oh, the ugly phase of Hermitcraft. That's right. Then you have the ugly phase of Hermitcraft. So, start of the season, usually people try to build a small build that is complete in the first episode, just to give you a feel for what's going to happen in the season for them and their plans and stuff. Then you start your bigger builds, but those bigger builds take a long time. And then you go through the ugly phase of Hermitcraft. But look at this, we're in the pretty phase of Hermitcraft now. Look at it. So wonderful. So wonderful. This is my favorite to see this. This is Yeti. Hello. No. No. There's a flower bandit amongst us. And oh, the passion of 1,000 scars will be brought to their heads.
Salty tipped $5. I recently got an email for availability at my dream internship as an interior design Disney Imagineer, and I'm so mad I didn't apply in time.
No. Oh, you think that? What if we go to Glendale together? We'll knock down the door. We'll knock down the door. We need you. By the way, we need you as an intern for interior design, because I have a massive rant about interior design at Disney. I need you there. I need you in that job. Well, never let one rejection or a forgotten email get you down. I've known that in life. Sometimes you feel like, I missed something or something didn't happen. It's the end of the world. Nothing will ever happen again. Far from the truth. Far from the truth. Just chin up, chest forward, march.
I hiked a mile without my
Why am I
cane
holding
for the
these?
first time in 2 years. Just wanted to share some good news.
Let's see. I hiked a mile without my cane for the first time in 2 years. Dude, let's freaking go. Ow. I just cricked my neck. I got a lot of pains. Ow. I'm a mess. That's awesome. I'm super happy for you. Hiking, doing that without a cane, dude. Let's go. What good news. Ow. I'm a broken person. Ow. It hurts. Okay. Remind me about my interior Disney rant. I need to go on it, and I need to go on it hard. Out of here. Okay, back to my regularly scheduled outrage over flowers. There is a bed bandit. Not a bed bandit. A flower bandit amongst us. That's right. There's a flower bandit.
3000
Second time this has happened.
The flower bandit may or may not be a goat who may or may not think you are the ore snatcher, but you didn't hear it from me.
It's Doc doing this? It's Doc doing this? Wouldn't picture a Doc within 10 miles of a flower. Doc. Why is he doing this to me? What did I have done? I've assisted Doc numerous times lately for permitting and Popo related things. Unbelievable. 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 He says you're... Okay, is he working down the list? Is this Doc right now? Give me a second. Okay, it's taking longer than I thought. Hold on. Give me a moment. That took way longer than I thought. Okay. Is this Doc right now going down the list for the ore snatcher? Just going down. Am I now on the list at this point? No, I'm getting it. Now I'm getting it. He knows I hate flowers, or the rest of the hermits know it. You cannot place unauthorized flowers in my base. This is a crime, and a crime that will be dealt with. I will have my revenge. Look at this. It's just throwing the whole color palette off. Giving all this unwanted color. What am I, a no good millennial if I have color in my base? Everything's got to be gray. In a shade of gray. Light grays, dark grays. Oh, gosh. Hey, I designed something in my rivers, by the way. I put little bubbly things. You know, the bubblers, the block from the nether that makes the bubbles go. So I added a bunch of those to it. Why, you may ask? For jumping salmon, of course. I think that Minecraft is missing a great opportunity to add an animation for salmon to jump. Look at, yeah, let's go. It's working. Oh my God, it's working better than I thought. Look at this. We got jumping salmons. Come on, give me another jump. Yes, let's go. Let's go. That came out better than I thought. That was just me too tired to do anything productive. And I'm like, can I make a salmon jump? Oh, I'm so happy about that. What I'm not happy about is this unauthorized flowering. I can't have this. I can't. I won't. I will not accept. I will not accept. Postal blames. I can't even speak. My nose is running. My eyes are watering. I'm losing my mind.
13 tipped $3. Scar. Guess what? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert to hear you are doing okay, Scar.
Thank you for the Rickroll. I appreciate it. Let's see. Pastoral Embrace, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And a 10 gifted subscriptions. Very much appreciated. And Bear, thank you for the Prime. Much appreciated. And thank you for the Rickroll. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I can't do it. I can't take the unauthorized flowering. I can't. Everything is manicured. Everything is perfect. Everything is beautiful. And then they come in here with unauthorized colorings. And Minecraft flowers are so bright and obnoxious. It's just too much. I'm glad the Minecraft flowers are going in the right direction. But some of these old flowers still need a little revamp, in my opinion. Ah, got another one. And a wild Yeti, too. Mrs. and Mr. Yeti. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Look at this. Look at this unauthorized flower business. It can't have this. Can't, and I won't. Can't, and I won't. Can't, and I won't. We good? We got it all out of here? We good? I think we're good.
Lanric
Good job.
2002 cheered Dex 300. A true millennial would have that one accent color to the gray. Also reminds me of Dub's living room during his sponsored spot in his first wildlife episode.
I remember that spot. How?
Julicinator 3000 tipped $3. Make sure to check the flower beds at the zoo, by the way.
Wait, what's wrong with the flower beds at the zoo? Oh no. No, 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 no. Those can't get messed with. Everything's good. Everything's good. Okay, good, good, good. Everything's good. Now, these are proper color. See? We're going big. We're going playful. We're going fun here at the zoo. Look at these flower beds. Straight out of Roller Coaster Tycoon and Zoo Tycoon. Looking beautiful. See, this is authorized color, guys. This is authorized color. Looking absolutely wonderful. Look at this. Look at this. This is beautiful. See, there's a difference between unauthorized in a natural environment versus a manicured garden for flowers. Look at this. It's wonderful. Yes, this is authorized color. That's unauthorized. This is authorized color. We run a tight ship here. We run a tight ship. Okay, I do want to show you guys something. I've been meaning to show it to you, and I keep forgetting. I'm pushing some buttons. Don't worry. I won't break anything. Just wait until you see here. Okay. All right. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it live. Oh boy, I'm pushing the wrong button there. Yeah. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Good. Next. Oh, geez. Of course it showed up all big like that. Darn it. Can I run a professional operation around here? Okay. There. There's the new hats. It only took me like 30 minutes to find the image. There it is. So these are the new subscription badges on Twitch. And I want to know in the chat, which one's your favorite? Which one's your favorite? So we've got Hawkeye glasses. We got the crown. We got the Popo hat. We got the Aviator Scar hat. One of my personal favorite skins I've ever had it in Minecraft. We've got the Pirates SMP hat looking fabulous. We've got the Wizard Scar hat, the Standard Scar hat, the Hawkeye flight helmet, the Zookeeper, the top hat from the Swaggin, the Jelliers from Scarland, and the construction hat from Scarland. And there's another hat on there, but you know, we don't need to talk. We don't need to talk about that one. We don't need to talk about that. It's down in the corner for a reason. It doesn't deserve prominence. So which one's your favorite? Which one's your favorite? I love them all. I love them all. The jelly? No, Yeti, you don't like the Stitch. Oh, God. The flight helmet? Yeah, isn't that flight helmet cool? I've got like 3 other variations of that. When Epic made these, there was a few different versions, and I'm like, I need all of those. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but we need all of them. They're really cool. Really cool. I'm really happy with them. I'm happy with them. I think it gives us some fun things to I don't know, look at. I guess. Also a huge fan of that. Anyway, we got to get to work. We got work to do. Let's deposit these flowers. Let's deposit the flowers in the flower bin. Where's my flower bin? Oh, here it is. I'll just throw them in here. It's all right. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, why's that showing up there like that? There we go. Fixed. Okay. We got to decide what we're going to do today. We got many things to do, but I don't know what to do. So I need your help in deciding what we're going to do. So, one, we could take our breeze. If you remember that debacle of trying to... Look at how better this looks, guys. Look at how much better this all looks. Doesn't this look so much better without the flowers? Anyway, we had this guy. Oh, shoot. No. Don't.
Emnica 2000 tipped $7.46.
Even think about it.
Hey Scar, glad to see you're back. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to say I love your merch. Placed my second order. Thank you and keep being you. Blue heart emoji.
Oh, that's very generous and very nice of you to say. Thank you. Yeah, this merchandise was very special. This is the celebration of jelly. Seven did a fantastic job on the artwork, and today is the last day. So until I figure out how to, yeah, I think today's the last day. I'm pretty sure is today the last day? I think today's the last day. How am I supposed to remember things? Anyway, today's the last day. I'm pretty sure. I think it is. It's been a long week. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for the support on it. Is very, very much appreciated. 6 hours remain. Okay. I remember setting up the time now. Okay. Okay, I did do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for the support on it. It's very much appreciated. So yeah, thank you. So we got to decide what we're doing today. Okay. So we can take Mr. Breeze, which is, this is like a hostage situation right now. This is a hostage situation that I don't appreciate or approve of. Well, this is just, I need a photo of this. I actually, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You might make Mr. Creeper blow up. Just want to get a little screenshot because it was funny. Okay. So we could take this guy, right? Mr. Breeze. Mr. Breeze, not Mr. Brawny. And we're going to bring him over to the zoo platform
with Lane Cheered X300
and put him in this tube.
Info for us on Gamers Outreach.
Yes, that is something I want to talk about. Remember, they've got topics: interior design, Gamers Outreach.
Space Raiders 01 Sheared X400. Supporting my favorite creator is a much better use of my money than repairing my wheelchair. Yippee, virtual hug.
No, repair your wheelchair. No, please repair your wheelchair. Please repair your wheelchair. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your wheelchair. I know what a broken wheelchair feels like. Please take care of it. Please. So we've got, so we can do the Breeze, right? We can put the Breeze in this tank. So we'll get him in just like the Charge Creeper is. Or we can terraform. So we need a poll in the chat if we can. Mods, if possible. Can we get a poll? So move the Breeze, which is going to be painful. Or terraform and chill it and talk about interior design. Scar, do you still use your electric wheelchair? Well, I have my my power assist for this chair, which I often don't use day to day. It's just can be such a terraforming. It can be such a cumbersome thing sometimes. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was more intuitive. Dude, you know what? You know, if somebody's out there wanting to be an inventor and they want to do something amazing, create a tie-light wheelchair that has built-in electric motors, and it's like a light, ultra-light wheelchair that is powered instead of all the goofy, gimmicky power assist, power that. Like, man, we just need like an easy-to-use, intuitive power assist that doesn't try to kill you. Max Mobility, the power system that PerMobile does have, that's kind of finicky and wonky. The new controller that makes it a little bit easier to use, apparently is recalled. So we got the recall docs, and apparently somebody's out there breaking their leg, breaking their hip. You know, the things are driving people into the walls. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. So in chat, terraform or mob? That's in the chat. Terraform or mob? So I gotta figure that out. This is oh, it's so mixed. How am I to make a decision? How am I to make a decision with such a mixed response? Ow. It's just a random Jev in the chat. Just, I would go visit Jev if another person was on the server like Cub or Grian to pull the trapdoor. I'd 100% go to Exile to see Jev. But alas, it is too dangerous. I do not want to take the risk.
5,372 cheered X300. You should terraform the mobs.
Oh my gosh, the poll is 51% mob. Terraform is 50. Guys, it's 50%. Guys. Come on. Okay, now it's 51% move the mob. Terraform, come on, terraformers. You're out there. Oh my god. You guys. Unbelievable. I'm watching this right now. It's at 50%. Guys, it's 50%. The poll in the chat is Terraform 50%, mob vote 50%, 479 votes for Terraform, 479 votes for the... You rapscallions, you even nailed it to the single vote. Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable. It's actually pretty good. I'll give it to you guys. I'll give it to you. But you know what this does to a person who can never make a decision in their life. Scar, what's your worst trait in life? I can't make a decision ever. Oh, you guys. I genuinely, that's hilarious. Are you telling me I'm gonna have to be the tie-breaking vote here? Hoffen says the Terraform. Hoffen just finished some of the coolest models ever for the zoo. Hoffen's the deciding vote. We're gonna move the mob in the next stream.
300. We are nothing if not indecisive. What a mood.
Hoffen made the decision. Hoffen just finished some amazing models for the zoo. That's gonna be really cool. One of them's really gonna shake people up. Oh my god, man! When you guys see one of those models, there's gonna be some questions. The zoo's gonna get inspected by the health department. It's so good. It's so good. I am like working on two different projects. Hey, hello. So I'm working on two different projects right now. So I'm working on the first exhibit. Why my eyes water so much? We'll never know. So I'm working on that, and I'm working on the food court. So the food court is where the models are gonna go. And once we go over to the zoo, I'll give you like a quick tour through. So I think that's gonna be really, really cool. So starting on the first exhibit. Oh, scared me. Just saw a big skeleton-y thing. So as I said, working on the first exhibit and the food court. I don't know what episode will come out first, because both of them are very much in like a prototype phase, and that prototype phase is mostly in my head, and I haven't got much blocks on the ground yet. 99% of it is in my brain, which is a scary place to be sure. Yeah, I'm excited. Both of them are very exciting because the food court is something I actually wanted to do for Scarland, but when I thought about it, it didn't really fit the vibe, and so it kind of went into the background, if you will, of my brain parts. So now I can bring it in. So I'm really excited. So yeah, I'm very excited about that, because the designs are very reminiscent how I want to do it to Roller Coaster Tycoon.
1500. You could always make everyone happy and terraform with mobs. D.
Terraform the mobs. That's a good idea. People love the terraform. They love it. They love it. They love it. I can't make decisions. I'm not joking. Like, making decisions is, I don't know what it's been lately, but it's been one of the most difficult things for me to do.
5372.
I think it's because I'm so tired.
300. At least it's in Kerbrain and not the clown train. I mean, not clown train, zoo train, totally not a clown train, right, Scar?
Of course it's not a clown train. Does this train, chat, come on. Everybody, look over here. Does this look anything like a clown would live on this train? Like, look at this. This is like a serious zookeeper train. Like, no clown would step 10 feet in front to... I don't know what those words were that came out of my mouth, but... don't know what those words were. But no clown at all would get within 10 feet of this train. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. Thank you. Okay. Quick tour of the zoo. So, flower beds on the right and left side. We have the main entrance here. Ticket booth to the right-hand side. And then straight in is, of course, the entrance to the zoo. We'll get these turnstiles all set up very soon. And of course, once we're inside, we have the beautiful flower beds. You can see into the Scar National Forest over there. There's the portal. Now on this side right here, we're going to have a gift shop. So I think this will be like a cool building right there. And then on this following side, we're going to have bathrooms. And then over here in the center of the hub, this will be the food court. So we have the fountain. This is still version 1 of the fountain. So version 2 is coming. Now over here, we'll have 2 stalls. So probably a drink stall and a food stall. And then on the other side over here, we'll probably have 2 snack options. So more of like meals on that side, and on this side, more of your snack options. So we'll have the 2 stalls on this side here and there. I'm thinking in this zone here to put picnic benches, maybe something along those lines, picnic benches. Because if I remember right, back in the old days on Roller Coaster Tycoon or Zoo Tycoon, when people ate their meals, it was always like on a park bench, and I just didn't. I was like, we gotta get like a. We gotta get a picnic bench there, so you can like put your food down and eat it instead of like hold it on a bench. Never seemed like a good. It never seemed like a good way to eat. So yeah, so that's the plans there. I love this view. This view makes me happy right here. Love it. Anyway, let's terraform. So this is what I've been working on. I have been getting rid of the dirt, so you can see the grass in the dirt right there, and replacing it with a little bit of coarse dirt, a little bit of moss, and that's what we've been doing over the course of this entire
300.
terraform.
Since we're terraforming, today's train talk. On a railroad, the group that performs landscaping and similar work are called MOW, or maintenance of way. In addition to maintaining track and related groundwork, they also maintain signals, crossings, bridges, tunnels, and many other essential functional and safety duties.
And they would never work on a clown train, you were telling me, Cass. Because that's serious. That's serious trains. Like mine is a serious train. Thank you so much for the bits. I love train facts. Very much appreciated. Can we talk about interior design at Disney? Because this has been a topic that I have wanted to talk about for quite some time. So settle in, get some snacks, guys. Get yourself some snacks, pet your pets. Here we go. One of the things that have been driving me crazy about design at Disney, especially with some of the remodels of the hotels or the shops. Wow, what's going on with Jeb down there? Anyway, is that how I see Disney is how the old Imagineers saw Disney parks, and the parks are basically a movie come to life. So you step in to a themed movie environment. The old Imagineers were, at their core, they were filmmakers. They were set decorators. That's what they were, right? They didn't hire the architects. They didn't hire all those people. They hired people from the movie business to make movies that you could be in. So like Harper Golf and all of the old Imagineers, John Hedge, all these guys, right? Harriet Burns, like all the crazy models Harriet Burns made, like all that stuff, okay? So one thing I've noticed recently when Disney goes in and redesigns shops is they're not theming them, they're decorating them. And I see there's like a separation between the two. Theming is making the area feel alive. So for instance, if you were making a shop, you would make it look like you're walking into a real living, breathing shop in a specific time period or in a specific story. So you would make, desks with clutter and stuff, right? Like if you're theming an office, like there's a little office adjacent to it. Maybe they got a little like a dog bowl. So you're starting to theme and plan it. So if you're in Main Street, right? Turn of the century. So you start like in your brain, you start thinking like, okay, how would a turn of the century shop look? How would a turn of the century shop be operated? How would they interact with the stuff in there, right? And so there was or even a restaurant or something along those lines. So like, for instance, there's a restaurant in Disney World I think it's called Trail's End. And it was very like frontier themed. So you're kind of creating this frontier theme. They redesigned it, and to make it quote unquote frontier themed, they just put a bunch of baskets over the wall. And it was like, how does that make you feel like you're in a frontier environment by just putting decorative baskets on the wall? Instead of having like themed, maybe posters or themed stuff on the walls, it's just baskets, baskets, baskets everywhere. So that's the frustration. So when our viewers said that they were interior design, and that's why I know we probably thinking alike. You know, we're the Minecraft, we're creating themed environments here. Is like, when you design those spaces, they should be designed more in the eye of theme rather than just like decorating. Decorating is like putting baskets on the wall. Theming is making you feel like you've entered like a living, breathing space that is also a shop. Like, you can do both. You can have both of those two things together. And I see like Disney's kind of like lost that. And that's why I'm so mad you missed the internship, because I know you would. I know you could nail it. I know you could nail that design.
I tipped $3. Hi Scar, just wanted to say that you are super cool. Also hello to my boyfriend who is also watching this stream. I love you less than 3.
Oh, that's cute. I love that. That's really cute. Thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated, my friend. I remember this is where I learned this from. So back during the 50th anniversary of Disneyland, I don't remember the gentleman's name, distinguished, but they had, this is like the coolest view ever. Look at that. That's so cool. They had a podcast. It was like, I mean, honestly, it's probably one of the first podcasts ever, but it was on Apple, and it was an official Disney podcast, and they often interviewed Imagineers. And one of the Imagineers discussed how he set decorates in the parks, and it always stuck with me. And I've said this before in Minecraft. Like, he said this for Tower of Terror, how I decorate the desk, for instance. And he rolls up to the desk, he sits down in it, probably walk, roll, who knows. He sits down and he thinks about how the person who would be working in the boiler room of this old hotel, how would that person think, behave, and organize their desk. And so he starts thinking about, like, I put the coffee mug wood here. I'm going to put my pens here. I'm going to put a portrait of Lucy, my wife, up here. Like, you know, he just starts thinking in this way of placing. And I think we can do that in Minecraft. And too, like, if you're decorating something or creating something in Minecraft, you think a little bit through how this would actually operate, how this actually would be interacted with. And that's different than putting baskets on the wall. That's a different vibe. So that's been a frustration I've had for quite a while, is the decorating versus theming. And now when you're creating something for a theme park, there are challenges, right? You have to think about throughput. You have to think about how guests are going to interact. You have to think about how guests with strollers are going to interact. You have to think about how guests with wheelchairs are going to interact. People of different sizes, and all these different things come into play, because it's very complicated to make something like this that fits everybody. But it doesn't mean you have to put baskets on the wall. It doesn't mean you have to put baskets on the wall. You can still do all these things and not have to put baskets on the wall, because they've done it and they know how to do it. They know how to do it. Can I sleep? I am so sleepy. But can we talk about something positive with Disney? Because as I said, I always want to be positive. I always want to be critical of the things that deserve positive in criticism, right? Disney's done a bang-up job lately of fixing old effects that have been long broken and even in some cases long forgotten. For instance, Tower of Terror. Can I sleep? Where's there a monster? There's no monsters up in the air. Apparently there is. I don't know where, but there is. Anyway, in Tower of Terror at Disney World, they fixed an effect that had been broken for like 20 years. It's the simplest thing ever, but it's incredible. It's like a little drip from the ceiling, and it's like on a little, I can't remember exactly how the effect works, but there's like a little spotlight there. It runs down maybe on a fiber optic cable, maybe. It's such a cool little effect. Broken for probably 10, 20 years. They fixed it. And I'm like, oh, well done. And a bunch of other effects at Disney World have been fixed. I'm a little less up on Disney World things, but for Disneyland, lots of things have been fixed over there, which is really, really cool. So you got to hand it to them. It's like, hey, somebody there cares, and that's great. Like in Big Thunder Mountain, there's, it's themed towards the Old West, so gold and water and stuff. So they had these little water canals and some different things that operate in the queue. Things have been broken forever. They went in and fixed them all. It was like, oh. There's so many like little things that, I mean, honestly, that like they probably would have just left it. Most people probably wouldn't have even noticed, but they went in and they fixed it. Have they fixed the Yeti? No, they have not fixed the Yeti. So sad. But there's tons of other examples of this, and it is really cool to see them actually taking the time to fix a lot of this stuff. Sadly, a lot of this stuff broke during the pandemic, and then they were kind of cash strapped. They thought they could get away with it. Bobby Paycheck was there. It was a whole thing. So it is. It's nice to see them going in and fixing a lot of these things. The cannons. How could I have forgotten the cannons in Rise of the Resistance? I don't know if they were broken at Disney World, but I know they were broken at Disneyland. They fixed them, and these are like extremely complex things that, honestly, I thought they would keep those broken forever. And they didn't. They went in, they fixed them. Got it. Hats off. I don't have a hat, but if I did, hats off. That's good. That's somebody there cares about show and quality, and that's nice to know. So it's cool. I'm trying to think of what else. There's quite a few effects that have been fixed. I'm drawing a blank on a couple of them, but there's a good number of broken effects, things that have broken in the last few years, and things that have broken long ago that they've fixed. And it's like, good. Good job.